What's up, guys? Welcome to your 20-second tutorial. Again, thanks for watching, subscribing, give me a thumbs up, telling your grandma about this, channel, telling your friends, everything. I definitely appreciate it. And today we're just going to continue what we did with our wallpaper app. We'll be able to again scroll through, but now we're actually going to let these items down here change or display image view. So that's basically all we're doing. We still aren't going to have it set up to the phone yet. This button isn't going to do anything, but we can still click any of these items and it's just going to change our display up there. So let's get started. We're going to open our tutorial 3, and I forgot to mention that you guys hopefully picked up that you need to set your content view on the last video, but whatever. And the first thing that we're going to do is we want to set up pretty much a variable that we can use throughout everything within our tutorial 3 activity. So we're going to say ImageView, and we're going to call this display because it's going to be our top image. And you also have to import ImageView. I've already done that. And then what we need to do is we need to set up all of our image views. And so this is going to be kind of repetitious. A lot of stuff in this tutorial is going to be repetitious, so I'm probably going to cut out a lot of the stuff and just clip it, and hopefully you'll be able to follow along as well. But again, we just need to, first we're going to set up that display. So we're going to say display equals parentheses image view, and then image view is obviously a view, so we're going to say find view by ID, and r.id. image or image view display right there. And we're going to set it up to do anything yet. We're just kind of making these variables mean something. Then we're going to set up a few more image views, and we're just going to call this one image 1, and it's going to equal again pretty much the same layout as this. So I'm just going to copy and paste that and change this to our first image reference. Alright, must have not, oh yeah. Change it to IV image 1. There we go. And I'm just going to clip the video, but I want you guys to copy and paste and do that for all 7 images or however many images you guys selected. Make sure you change your reference and also your variable. So like 2, 3, 4, 5 through 7. Alright, thanks. Alright, and we're back. Hope you guys didn't miss me as much as I missed you. And we're just going to get started here. So basically we set up our variables like we always do, and now we want them to do something. Like always, when we use our well, I guess not like always, but we're going to use the set on click listener. We've done it before with our buttons, but we kind of pretty much want these image views to be like buttons. So we're just going to say set on click listener. And also, I apologize for that last video. Audio was messed up, and I tried to adjust the view on my camera so it would be more close up, but probably just gave you a seizure because I just got done recovering from that. I just watched that video. But yeah, we're going to say set on click listener, and like we used to do new view dot on click listener, and then we'd set up our method in here. But that's going to be really sloppy and a lot of coding, so we're going to do it a little different way. Basically what we need to do is say this. And you're going, what? And so basically what this is we're going to implement that interface, the on-click listener interface, up here. So we can basically make our code look a little prettier. So basically you got to do implements view dot on click listener, and basically now we're getting an error because it's saying we aren't using a method that we have to use because we're implementing it. Just like when we set it up here, it still give us an error, so we had to implement that method on click. So we're just going to hover over and add implemented methods, and as you see, it adds this method down here after our onCreate method. So basically when we use this, it's going to check what we're implementing, which is this method. So that's what I want you to do. Again, just copy and paste this, and I probably won't clip the video because this takes like no time at all. And we're just going to change these to 2, 3, 4, 5, 12, 6, 9. Alright. And there we go. We got that set up, and every time we click any of these buttons, it's going to send it into this onClick method. And it's going to kind of, well, basically that's all it's going to do right now. But now we can set up a switch case. So we're going to set up a switch case, little doodad here. And what do we want our switch to look for? Well, we want it to look for what ID it's sending through. So we're going to say view, because it's passing in this view. This is the variable we set up in the parameters here. So we're going to say view dot whatever, or this is, it's looking at the view that's passing in. Computer's messed up here again, but and it's called get ID. I don't know if we've used this before. We might have, but it's going to call get ID, and basically it's going to get the ID or this reference right here, and that's what it's going to set this switch up for. So now we can set up our cases, and we're just going to go case r dot ID dot image1. So if we get image1, it's going to do this down here again. This is kind of review, but that's how the switch case works. Pretty sweet stuff. And now what we have to do is we need to change our display. So since our display works for every method down within this activity, we can hit display and it'll know we're talking about the image view display that we set up. And then what we want to do is we want to set that image to our drawable resource. So we're going to say set, alright, good. Set image resource is what it's called. And again, it takes an int, which will be r dot drawable dot, and then you got to make sure the image is the same image that we set up for image 1, etc. I'm sorry that I didn't really explain that earlier when we were setting up our images, but luckily I named this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's how I named mine. But you're gonna have to make sure those line up and make sure it's from the drawable, because you don't want to set this as an ID, because it'll just mess it up. And then you just copy, paste. Oh crap! Don't copy and paste yet. Hit break so it ends that little thing, that little case, that switch case, and then just change this up to 2 and change this to the appropriate resource and your drawable, and I don't know why I copied the break. And basically you do that for all your images and we're good to go. We're going to cut the video and just do that. Alright, and we're back. Relabeled everything and it should be working perfectly. And I'm getting some errors. Make sure you close off your statement. Wait, that's not right. Delete that for some reason. What am I thinking? Amateur. Alright, so then we get, should be good to go. Let's check it out and I'll see you guys next tutorial. Thanks again for watching, subscribing, and giving thumbs up. Whoa. And also, as this is loading, I'm probably going to do either like a preference, show you guys how to use preferences, or I'm going to probably get into animation because that's what everyone wants to do. That's what I want to do too, but I just kind of want to get some of this stuff out of the way before we get into all that animation stuff. Alright, let's check this out. Yep, it looks like it's working. And there you go. Bam! See ya, ninjas.